Good morning friends. In today's video I am going to discuss about the chloroplast. What is chloroplast? Chloroplast, we use the term for chloroplast, kitchen of the plant. Why? Because plants synthesize their own food with the help of chloroplast. The pigment which is present in chloroplast, that is chlorophyll. So that's why we called it is the kitchen of the plant. Now where it is present, what kind of its color and how it helps in the synthesis of the food. Now suppose this is the tree and these are the leaves. So in leaves there are upper and lower surfaces which we call epidermis. And on the epidermis, between these two epidermis, there are cells present. So suppose this is the epidermal layer, upper layer, and we use the term epidermis, and lower. And in between these, there are cells present which we call mesophyll cells. In these mesophyll cells, there are this organelle, chloroplast is present. Okay, this is the leaf. In the leaf, this is the section epidermis, and between two epidermal layer there are cells present which we call mesophyll cells, and in the mesophyll cells this organelle chloroplast is present. This chloroplast is present only in plants. It is not present in animal cells. Okay. So now what is the structure of this chloroplast? This chloroplast has two regions. One is grana and another is stroma. The stroma, this is a matrix region. In this matrix region, this is a jelly-like substance. In this, DNA, ribosomes, and your food in the form of starch granules and enzymes needed for the synthesis of food. That is for the process of photosynthesis that are present. So in the matrix, DNA, ribosomes, starch granules, and enzymes for the synthesis of food, that is for the process of photosynthesis, that are present. Clear? This is the stroma. Now what is grana? In grana there are structure which is called this lamellar structure. For this we use the term thylakoid. Singularly we called it thylakoid. Okay, and in this thylakoid pigment, green color pigment is present, and that green color pigment is known as chlorophyll. What we called chlorophyll. So the green color of the leaf, that is because of this green pigment is chlorophyll. And this pigment is present in the thylakoid, or you can say lamellar-like structure, and this lamellar-like structure forms the part grana. Okay. Now our chloroplast is discoid-like structure. It is also a double membrane structure. Outer membrane and inner membrane. This thing is similar in both chloroplast and in the mitochondria. In both cases, two membranes are present. Double membrane structure is there. Inner membrane and outer membrane. Right? This is the outer membrane. Now, in case of mitochondria, what I discussed, that this inner membrane, it gets folded in finger-like projections and we use the term cistern, right? But here this form flat disc-like structures, and these flat disc-like structures, they are present one above the another and form a stack in this way. So individually it is called thylakoid, but if it form a stack one above the another, then we use the term grana. So such kind of structure is present, and these granas, they are linked together with the help of another lamella, and we use the term that is connected by stromal lamellae. Right? This is the stromal lamellae. So this is the thylakoid, and this thylakoid, when placed one above the another, we call them grana. And 2 or 3 grana, they are interconnected with the help of another lamellae, which is the part of stromal lamellae, right? And this is the matrix, and in this matrix there is present DNA, ribosomes, okay, DNA, ribosomes, and starch granules. What are starch granules? The food which is synthesized by this organelle, that is stored in the form of polysaccharide form, and that polysaccharide form is starch granule. Now, because this is a reaction, so for this reaction we need the enzyme, and those enzymes, they are present here, and these enzymes we called photosynthetic enzymes. So rather it is a not double membrane, we can say 3 membranous sac. Outer membrane, inner membrane, this thylakoid, this is again a membranous structure, right? So it is a 3 membrane compartment. This is about the structure of the chloroplast. Now, how this process takes place? How the photosynthesis takes place in the plants? In the photosynthesis, there are 2 phases. One is dark reaction and another is the light reaction. So first is the light reaction. Now what is the difference between these 2 reactions? Normally people said the reaction which happened in the presence of light, that is light reaction, and the reaction which take place in the absence of light, that is dark reaction. No, this is not the case. This is the wrong. What is exactly light reaction? This is the first step. It is directly dependent on the sunlight. Now what is the reaction of photosynthesis? We require for photosynthesis CO2, water, and they react in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight and form C6H12O6, that is glucose and water, oxygen is released, right? So this is the process. Clear? This is the process. Now in this process, okay, so this is the process, and in this process CO2, this CO2, from where plant takes CO2? In the plants, again in the epidermal cells, there is a structure present, an opening present, and that opening is called stomata. Pore-like structure is present, and through that pore, such kind of structure, this is the stomata, and through these stomata, plant exchange carbon dioxide and oxygen. So carbon dioxide come via the stomata in the plant, and the water plants they taken via roots with the help of tissue xylem channels. So roots take water from the soil, and from the roots up to the leaf, xylem tissue are present which bring that water to the leaf portion where food is going to be synthesized. Now chlorophyll is present because it is a green color pigment. It is very, very important. And then sunlight, of course. So what happened? This chlorophyll pigment that is present in an active center we called reaction center. And these reaction centers are present in our thylakoids, right? So this chlorophyll A, mainly chlorophyll A, and some other molecules are present which help this chlorophyll A molecule, and these are chlorophyll A, some carotenoid molecules that are present there. So they form the reaction center. They form a group. So this chlorophyll A, what it did? This chlorophyll A, it captures the photon of light. That is, this is the sunlight, and this chlorophyll A, what this did? This is the chlorophyll A in the reaction center, and it captures photons of light, right? It captures, and in the form of ATP and NADPH in these two forms. So this is the energy which this chlorophyll A capture from the sunlight and store in the form of ATP and NADPH. Now the next step, when this take this energy of photons, it releases electron. It activates, it releases electron, it jumps to the outer side, and now there are various steps take place. In this different steps, electrons are transferred from one part to another part and then to the next part. And then in this, what happened? This ATP and NADPH, they did the reduction of carbon dioxide. Reduction means we are adding hydrogen to this carbon dioxide. This is the reduction when we add proton or hydrogen to this any compound. So with the help of ATP and NADPH, this reduction of carbon dioxide occurs, hydrogen is added, and then this CO2 is converted to C6H12O6, that is glucose molecule. So this first step, sunlight captured by chlorophyll A, this reaction occurs, that is dependent on sunlight, right? So this reaction occurs in the granular region where chlorophyll is present, and that reaction is called the light reaction. Okay, but the next reaction, the reduction of carbon dioxide. Okay, in this reaction the product of this sunlight, that is ATP and NADPH, we are using. Not we are using sunlight, we are using their product. So that's why we called this next step reaction. This is the first step and this is the second step. This first step is called the light reaction and the second step is called the dark reaction. Because this reaction is not directly dependent on the light. It doesn't mean it occurs in the absence of light. It occurs in the presence of light, but it depends on the product of the light. So this first reaction that takes place in the granular region, while the second reaction, this reduction of carbon dioxide, that takes place in the stroma region. Yeah. So this is the difference between light reaction and the dark reaction, where these take place and how this reaction is going to happen. Right? Now, there are photosynthesis reaction also take place in some bacteria, but they are not chlorophyll, their bacteriochlorophyll is used. Right? They use bacteriochlorophyll. So photosynthesis also take place in the bacteria, but their pigment is different, and rather this process is also somewhat different. So because plants synthesize food by their own, right? So they are called autotroph. Autotroph is who synthesize their food by themselves. So plants are called autotroph. Now plants synthesize the glucose, but they store this food in the form of starch, in the form of polysaccharide form. This glucose is monosaccharide, single molecule. But polysaccharide when this glucose molecule combine together. And then this plant utilize this glucose and starch for their various kind of activities, reactions, while some other animals, they are dependent on plant for their food, for their survival, right? Now this chloroplast, beside this chloroplast, plants have two another forms. One is chromoplast. Now this chromoplast, in this other pigments are present beside this chlorophyll, and these pigments are carotenoids. And these pigments give color from brown to red. And to whom they give color? To the leaves, to the flowers, to the fruits. And why they are colored? Because insects, butterflies, they are attracted toward the various beautiful kind of colors. And when they attracted toward the plants, to the flowers, they help in the pollination, they help in the dispersal of the seeds. So chromoplasts have carotenoids, and they have other pigment beside the chlorophyll. Now the third one is leucoplast. This leucoplast, this is a colorless plastid. These all are plastids. Chromoplast, chloroplast, leucoplast, they come under the group plastid. Now this leucoplast, this is a colorless because it doesn't have any color. Now what does it store? It helps in the storage of the food. It stores starch, lipids and proteins. And we use the term amyloplast, etioplast, aleuroplast. So they help in the storage of the food. Chloroplast, that help in the synthesis of food. It is called kitchen of the plant. Okay. Then your chromoplast, that gives colors to the plant, and because of that color, pollination and seed dispersal can take place. And then third thing is this leucoplast, that help in the storage of the food in the plants. And this chloroplast, like mitochondria, it has also its own DNA, own proteins, own ribosome. So it is also self-autonomous organelle. It also has the ability to divide. It also known as endomembranous system. Okay. So with this, I am going to finish this lecture. In the next lecture, I am going to discuss about the endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, Golgi apparatus and lysosomes. Thank you.